Kendo is now enjoyed by many enthusiasts all over the world, as well as in Japan. We would like children to learn the correct techniques of Kendo, and thus grow to be healthy adults with strong bodies, honest minds and vigorous spirits through the practice of Kendo. This instruction program, produced by the All Japan Kendo Federation, is designed to show the important fundamental movements and techniques of Kendo. We hope it will help beginners and instructors alike. The apparel of Kendo consists of the keikogi, the jacket, and the hakama, the skirt-like trousers. This is how the keikogi is fastened. Overlap the keikogi around the chest tidily and tie the strings securely so that they will not come untied while practicing. When putting on the hakama, step into the left side first. When taking it off, step out of it from the right side first. Place the front part of the hakama around your abdomen. Pass the strings 1.5 times around your waist and then tie them behind your back. Place the koshita, the stiff back part of the hakama, at your waist. Bring the right and left strings of the koshita to your front and tie them in a reef knot. Tuck the ends of the tied koshita strings under the front side strings on both sides. Then put your hands through the openings on both sides of the hakama and pull down the jacket to ensure it's comfortable around your waist. The hakama should come down to your ankles. It's important for the back to be higher than the front. When putting on the protective armor, first sit squarely on the floor and then put it on in this order. First put on the tare, which is the waist protector. Tie the strings in a secure hanamusubi, a bow, under the large center flap. This is called the odare. When tying on the door, the chest protector, make sure the strings on both sides are the same length. This is how you tie the door strings. It's important to tie the waist strings in a secure hanamusubi behind your back. Next, wrap the thin cotton towel around your head. This is called the tenugui. There are 2 ways of doing it. This is one. This is the other way. When putting on the mask, or men, make sure your chin securely fits into the chin rest. Draw alternately on both strings so that the men securely fits your head and face. When you tie the knot, make sure both sides are equal and don't hang down more than 40 centimeters. Adjust the strings on either side of your head so they're parallel to each other. Open the men flaps above your ears. This is important to remember in order to avoid damage to your eardrums. There are two ways to anchor the men strings. One way is to fasten them to the top of the men and pass them under the chin. The other way is to fasten them to the fourth metal rib from the bottom. When putting on the hand protectors or kote, put on the left one first. When taking off the kote, take off the right one first. Always put your armor on properly, so it won't come untied while practicing. Learn the names of the part of the shinai, the bamboo sword, the sakigawa, the datotsubu, the nakayui, the tsuba and the tsuka. Never use a defective shinai, and always inspect it before use. Here the tsuba, the guard, is in the wrong place. Here the line of the tsuru is twisted, and the nakayui has been turned sideways. This shinai has a loose nakayui, which has moved towards the tsuka, the hilt. It's extremely dangerous. A shinai that's been repaired with adhesive tape is also very dangerous. This shinai has a broken sakigawa, the protective leather cap for the tip. A shinai that is broken or that has fine splits is also particularly dangerous. The value of inspecting your shinai before use cannot be emphasized strongly enough. There are many ways to carry kendo equipment, but this is the way most people do. First, insert the kote into the men, and carry the men in your right arm. Hold the shinai in your left hand. When placing the equipment on the floor, first sit down squarely. Place your shinai at your left side and ensure that the tsuba is in line with your left knee, with the tsuru facing outward. Place both kote side by side in front of your right knee with the nigiri pointing outward. Place the men on the kote. There are two common ways of placing the tenugui. One is to spread it open over the men. The other way is to fold it into a square and insert it into the men. Kendo begins and ends with rei, good manners. Great importance is thus placed on proper etiquette. It's extremely important to develop the art of kendo by exercising appropriate manners and proper posture to express